What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? Another day. Hold on, man. I dropped my Burt's Bees that I have to use because I've not gotten my black gentleman grooming products yet. Just let you know, this is definitely Burt's Bees Vanilla Bean Moisturizing Lip Balm. I ain't putting no gloss on. Nothing like that. But what's good, Dre's Finest in the building? What's going on, man? Shout out to you, Thrill Hill. Said just left Trill in the batter's box with you, fam. That's what's up, man. Thank you for coming. What's going on, Dre's Finest? Jeff, the producer, and my man, 4 Division 85. What's good? Lowland Prophets in the building. Joseph Townsend. We'll wait a couple minutes to let people get in here, man, and we'll get it cracking, man. Man, I got a video coming up later today. Definitely watch this video I got about Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder today. I didn't put it in the title of this video, but man, I'm telling you, dude, shit's disgusting, man. These dudes are disgusting. But I mean, people would always tell me, man, boxing's dirty. Boxing's dirty. They said, Mike Williams said, what up, Fanon? Patreon on fire right now. Thank you, man. I'm working. I'll be back there with some today. I got another one coming up today, man. I'm gonna be putting it up later on today, man. I gotta use that Patreon to keep me sane. Gotta do it to keep me sane, man. What's going on, Zach Khan? How you feeling this morning? We're gonna wait to go till we got about 100 people in here. Let me see something. Yeah, okay. We're gonna wait just a couple more minutes to get some people in here. Let's just get it going. Be all right, man. It might be a slow day today. Some people ain't gonna get sometimes people don't get the notifications. But that's why I gotta be here at 11:40 every time. CRVP Jr., what's going on, man? Gerard Casher, say have one time today, man. Glad to see you here, man. Thank you for coming on time. But let's get into it. So your boy got fired, man. Shawn Porter got fired. They fired the whole staff, man. They fired the whole staff of the PBC inside the PBC, and they canceled that show, dude. They canceled the show. Yeah, YouTube is funny, man. I don't think that they're targeting me specifically, but yeah, man, they be on something. They're on something for sure. What's going on, Drew Titan? But yeah, man, they closed it down, man. Ain't gonna be no inside inside the PBC. So now Shawn Porter, it's a good and bad to that, man. Zach Constantine from the UK, you speak the truth. Look, man, dude, I got a video coming up today, man. Tyson Fury needs to be put out of boxing. He needs to be put out of boxing. Period. There's just he needs to be put out of boxing. There's nothing else I can say. That dude should never be allowed to fight again, man, after that Deontay Wilder fight. He should never be allowed to fight again. And I mean that, man. I mean that in the bottom of my heart. Oh, Kenyatta, where's your Patreon link? Give me 1 second, man. I'll put it up there. Back when KQKC actually would come to my streams, he used to put the Patreon. Let me go to not that one. Yeah, okay, hold on 1 second. Yeah, he used to actually put the Patreon in the chat for me. But he went big time on me. Don't come to the chat. He went big time on me. He don't come to the chats no more. Hold on 1 second. I have it in a second. Where is this shit? I don't see it. Should be like in the intros to my. Anyways, but let me get the link, man. Hold on 1 second. I'll put it in there because there really is some stuff that I really enjoy talking about for sure in there, man. And I think you guys will like it. Give me 1 second. All right, I got it. All right, here you go. That's the link to the Patreon right there. Oh, so why? Slick Sophisticated said, God bless you. God bless. You are an intelligent brother. Thanks, man. I try to think. It ain't always easy, but I try to think. So Jay Lex says, so Shawn Porter gets booted off his own show. I remember when the build-up is Spency called that my show. Exactly, yeah. Well, the whole show he didn't get put off the show. The whole show got canceled. They canceled all the shoulder programming for Fox, man. These guys are in some serious trouble, man. Hey, man, these guys are in some serious trouble. I think Bob Arum's financially, dude, he's in big trouble. Dazn, Eddie Hearn admitted that that Dazn is in trouble. Fox is canceling programs, putting Shawn Porter out of a tie. What are you going to do without Shawn Porter wearing them big ass green ties? Now that is why I have no problem whatsoever with that shit being canceled. Because Doug, come on, man, come on, Shawn, with the big ass green ties, dude. You do not need a tie this wide. If your tie is wider than, if the top of your tie is wider than your head, you are wearing a fucked up tie. Okay, I don't care how much they pay, how much you paid for it. But if your tie is literally goes from one ear to another ear, that is a clown tie, dude. That shit is like literally what Bozo the fucking clown would wear. A big ass bow tie, all exaggerated. Man, stop it, dog. Stop it with the ties, man. Stop it with the ties, man. Yeah, that leprechaun shit. That leprechaun shit was crazy, dude. Fighters in the UK have never had the balls to come to the US and fight the best. Look, dude, Deontay Wilder got fucking dents in his head, man. This dude got a dent. He had injuries on his body from getting hit that were lumps, like small swollen lumps, like keloids. How do you get a keloid-like bump? Like if I was to hit you on a spot with a piece of metal in that and damage something and it swole up, you get like a little lump like that, right? How do you get lumps like that? How do you get lumps like that from a boxing glove? How can you? Dog, that dude, and I gotta get to my dude. I never did. I feel bad because I gotta go check. See the WBC chain AFT. What is that? Take your cut. What does that mean? What's going on, Thomas Moreland? Yeah, you don't get knots like that, man. Dude, that's just a dirty ass dude. The Larry Merchant interview was a disgrace. What Larry Merchant? Oh, thank you. Oh, the black. What did he call it? The end of the last Black Hope. They threw that dude on there. Yeah, they can get the fuck out of there. I don't care about that. I never watched that shit anyway. But then you got your boy Top Rank flopping like it ain't nobody's business, man. They out here just all week, dude. I don't think they had over. Oh, Miss WBC chain wasn't so hot after the loss. Oh, he had a WBC chain. Now he just overdoes it, dog. Constantly, you don't have to tell me, my brother, you preaching to the choir. Shake my head. Yeah, dude, those are loaded gloves. Those are loaded gloves, man. Loaded gloves. Yeah, man. That's just, look at all the things this guy's done. Now I'm giving up my video. Please still watch my video. But listen to all of this, man. Like, allegedly, what's allegedly? I got to say alleged? Yeah, it's obviously allegedly. I mean, if you want to say that, I guess, okay, Donald Trump is allegedly the president. Okay? Somebody alleged that he's the president. Okay, whatever, dude. No, I'm not even fucking, dude. Obviously, I don't have any knowledge into what was in his gloves. Obviously, I don't. So I can't say that I can prove that. You know what I mean? And I'll say allegedly. But from what I think, said Dre, they were steel gloves. Yeah, man, just get out of here, man. That dude is so fucking dirty. Like, The whole Daniel Kinahan thing, the steroid test, the popping dirty for steroids. Hey, much love in that super chat, man. Damn. Here we go. Man, RG J3 Boxing. Much love in that super chat, sir. Thank you very much. He said, Porter looked like a green leprechaun. Salute. Yeah, dude. It ain't no alleged. Fury's a cheater. No, Fury is a cheater. That's not alleged. We know he served a 2-year suspension for performance-enhancing drugs. Okay, that's without a doubt. His thumb was detached from his glove going into a fight with Christian Hamer. That's no doubt. That's not a doubt. He definitely cheated enough in the fight with Deontay Wilder to have points deducted for what he was doing. Clearly, the dude is a dirty fighter, man. I just want to understand what does somebody have to do before you stop celebrating people that you know are dirty. Like, I'm trying to think, do I support any fighter that is tested positive for that has had a long suspension for performance enhancing drugs? I think the only guy that I ever had any level of support for was Luis Ortiz. And that's barely. I'll still admit the dude was doping. But I don't think there's nobody that I support this. I'm just wondering, when's enough enough, man? When's enough for you to do something before somebody dies? Or do you think he's only going to do it in the big fights? He's only going to do it in the big fights. That knockdown was a hit in the back of the head. Dude, the whole thing was dirty, man. Slick sophistication. The WBC put Joshua and Fury bout Bull to rest so the British can shut up about that fight. Nah, they'll still make the dude. Tyson Fury just dropped the belt if he gets it. But if Deontay Wilder wins the next fight, all that shit goes away. There's not going to be any push for him to fight Anthony Joshua. And yeah, I got to watch the fight again to see, where the knockdown. I just knew walking in and I was like, dude, that ain't right, dude. Like, he hit him with the shot that he hit him with was literally, dude, I've seen him throw the same punch, land the same punch in the fight before. I saw him land the same punch on Tom Schwartz. I've seen him land the same punch on Otto Wallin. I saw him land the same punch on Pineda. I saw him land the same punch on, what's the other guy? Sepi Safiri. Nobody reacted like that, dude. And Deontay Wilder is taking flush shots on Luis Ortiz and not got hurt like that. A flush shot with him coming forward and Tyson and Luis Ortiz catching him as he was coming in, boom, and wobbled him. And with a much harder shot, and he didn't get affected. He didn't get affected like that, man. He said it was behind the head, but Wilder turned his head before it landed. I just watched it. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's part because because he throws the jab. You turn the jab like that, then he lands the right hand. But yeah, he said Luis Ortiz's sad case. What could have been? Yeah, man, what could have been if other people weren't doping? What could boxing be if they would punish somebody, give somebody a lifetime ban for doping? Let me ask you, dude, they didn't give Antonio Margarito a lifetime ban for boxing, for going into the ring with loaded gloves. All they did is strip the glove down and then let him go. And then, we caught you with your loaded gloves. Now take it off and go fight. You know what I mean? Even Fury looked surprised when Wilder went down. Dog, that dude is dirty, man. He hit Wilder with bare knuckle behind the head. Yeah, there's just nothing. They have to be caught red-handed on video with 10 white witnesses. I want to know, Antonio De Jesus said even Fury looked surprised when Wilder went down. But man, dude, like all of the things together, boxing, y'all need to be ashamed of your WBC, dude. Come on, man. CRB, much love in that super chat. You think anyone would give Ortiz another big fight? No. Dude, they don't want to give Deontay Wilder another big fight. You see what they trying to do with Deontay Wilder? They're trying to act like he's irrelevant. We don't want to see the fight anymore. You know, let's move on. Pay him step aside money, dude. They don't even want to, dude. They don't want him to fight Deontay Wilder. And watch him still try to get out that fight. Dog, Tyson Fury's a piece of shit, man. Just straight up, dude. You're a piece of shit. And anybody that supports that, sees that, and doesn't say anything about it, y'all pieces of shit too. And fuck you, YouTube channels. I'm saying it straight up. Fuck you, YouTube channels. I ain't half listening to you, but I know what you're out there saying, dude. Let me ask you a question, dog. How can one dude kiss a man in the mouth, right? In a boxing, like this is how ridiculous these dudes are. Tyson Fury literally kissed a man in his mouth on a stage. Didn't he kiss? I think, who was it that he kissed? Pineda or Sefi Safiri? Which one did he kiss? Like kiss, mwah, like put his lips, like lip, mwah, to a dude. Was it Safiri? It was Safiri or Pineda. One of the two, literally, this dude kissed him on the mouth. Now, Deontay Wilder is with his fiance, his children. Oh, Sefi Safiri is who he kissed. With his wife, his fiance. But you know how y'all Negroes roll. His fiance might as well be his wife. He gonna be fiancés forever. Like he gonna be a fiance forever. But anyway, his fiance is there. His children are there. His family is there. And he twerks for a camera. And Dillian White, and y'all have some nerve to say something about Deontay Wilder? First of all, if you fat fuckers, the reason you wouldn't do it is because you can't fucking do it, okay? Second of all, dog, you got Dillian White, who's got a husband. The dude has a husband. He was married. The dude is married. Am I making it up? Or is he married? He has a man that took his name. He has a man that took his name, who he said it was his job to wake him up, to knock on his door in the morning and get him out of bed in the morning so he can get to practice. What kind of person would have a different name than you when you met them? They change their name to your name, and it's their responsibility to wake you up in the morning. You call that shit a wife. That's a wife. That's what Dean White and his brother, that's his wife. Drew typing in that super chat, man. Much love. He said, I am literally going to cook the entire boxing industry, fake fans, old media included. I'm taking it back to the 90s. They asked for it. Yeah, Tyson Fury needs to be thrown out of boxing, man. Let's go through this. Okay? I'm going to go through one by one. He got into the ring with tampered gloves against Christian Hamer. He was under the influence of performance-enhancing drugs and failed a performance-enhancing drug test that took place before the Vladimir Klitschko fight, right? After the Christian Hamer fight and before the Vladimir Klitschko fight, he tested positive for performance-enhancing drugs. 3, he falsified testimony to the British Boxing Board of Control. The British Boxing Board of Control and bribed a guy to say that he sold him uncastrated boar meat to get him off. He had a fight before that. Before that, he had a fight with Steve Cunningham, where he pinned Steve Cunningham's head down with this arm, and as he released, which is illegal, as he released, took his hand off and landed a punch at the same time, which should have resulted in his disqualification. Should have been disqualified for that fight. Should have been disqualified for walking in the ring with gloves that were tampered with. You don't accidentally, you don't not know that your thumb is out in your boxing glove. Okay? That's like having a big ass hole in the top of your glove and you not recognizing, oh, I didn't realize that there was a hole. I didn't realize that. I didn't realize that if I wanted to, I could thumb him with that. I didn't know that if I needed to, I could thumb him. Because that's what he'd be able to do. Jab him out, thumb him. Because that's what people do in boxing to cheat. But the gloves now are sewn, right? But somehow it got unsewn and he gets into the ring with it. Then this dude fights where you can literally see this dude's glove flopping around. You literally see this dude's glove moving this way and moving that way. I have every boxing match that I have watched since then, I have not seen a glove flop, not one time. Has anybody since the Tyson Fury fight seen a glove flop at all? Has anybody seen that? Anybody seen that? Has anybody seen a fighter constantly palming another fighter? Hitting him with flat hands and palming him and palming him? When is the last time you saw somebody in a boxing match fight like that? Have you seen Canelo Alvarez sticking his palm out and palming somebody in the head? Have you seen him palming them to the side of the head? I haven't. I haven't seen any of those guys do that stuff. Tyson Fury is the only dude whose glove is flopping around. And you bozos that want to act like you can take a picture of a glove contacting somebody and getting turned to the side, as the same thing as somebody's glove just flopping back and forth in the air. And then a dude walks in yawning, right? Yawning, doing his eyes like this, getting hurt by shots that he's taken before and never hurt him. But, come on, man. Indentation in the guy's head, man. He's got an indentation in his head. How do you get that from a boxing glove, man? And in the fight, and aside from the fight, the dude, Kenny Bayless could have taken points away from Tyson Fury way before he did. The dude had a guy that was hurt and then commits to wrenching his neck, popping him on the back of the head, it's just, come on, man. Come on. This shit is this is the dirtiest fighter I've ever even heard of. He's the dirtiest fighter I've ever heard of. And all this shit, you can't have all this shit go on and then you act like it's somebody's imagination. You know what I mean? It's somebody's imagination. Screw the fact that he was already suspended, that he's been caught busted cheating multiple times. But when it's Deontay Wilder, when it's a guy that you want to lose, all of a sudden you just fuck out of here and twerking. Dude, what the fuck? Fucking wow, dude. Dillian Lamar Scott sitting in the tree. Kiss. That's his name, Lamar Scott. Mr. and Mrs. White. Dude, for real. Have you ever seen him with a woman? Has anybody ever seen Dillian White with a woman? I know I saw Deontay Wilder with a woman. I've seen Tyson Fury with a woman. I've at least seen AJ with a child. Dillian White ain't got no woman. Dillian White ain't got no kids. And Dillian White got a man that wakes him up in the morning to go to training that took his name. Dillian. Dillian White. Dog, please. Oh, man. My man Dre Fighters in that super chat. Much love, man. Said Dre's Finest said, Fury is hot garbage. Smash that like. It's free on me. Thank you, sir. Hit that like button. Matter of fact, let's call it into. Ooh, what is this? All right, cool, man. We got 259 people. We got 100 likes in the building. Excuse me, my burp, man. Sorry. Let's see if we can get them likes over 200, man. That would be awesome. Awesome. Let me get to go through some of these comments though. The only glove they showed us was Ali from 60 years ago. And look, man, that was the glove that they showed, Kane. It's a fucking joke because it was a fight against Larry Holmes, man. That was Ali who was in the midst of getting killed, who threw his hand out to try to lay a glove on him, and it was and his arm. Now watch this. If you look, his arm is fully extended, and Larry Holmes' head is nowhere near his. Dude, Tyson Fury's glove his arm wasn't fully extended when it was fucking flopping. It was flopping with a built elbow. What happened with Ali is his whole hand was in the glove and the thumb wasn't connected because they didn't have the thumbs connected at the time, and he opened his hand. He opened his hand and tried to reach the dude. It's just, dude, only Tyson Fury's gloves flop like that, man. Only Tyson Fury's. Dog, I'm telling you, and that's why the dude is so bad. Dude, he won't even apply for a license in his home country. What kind of dude? Who the fuck does that? What American boxer for real? What UK boxer would abandon his UK boxing license right after somebody said that he tampered with testimony, encouraged somebody to commit perjury? And then all of a sudden he drops his license so that he's no longer under the jurisdiction of the British Boxing Board of Control. And then he has the biggest heroin dealer one of the biggest heroin dealers in the entire planet as his manager. Do you know how fucking embarrassing that shit is for the sport of boxing? To have the president of Ireland have to call another country to prevent a sporting event from being made? When have you ever heard that, man? When have you ever heard of something like that? Hey, much love in that super chat, man. Man, Leon DiCarlo said Fury is only consistent in cheating. Dude, much love in that super chat. Look, man, somebody tell me when you have ever heard of a fight being rumored to be made and the president of the country call a president of the country that the fight should be in and tell them not to make the fight. Do not make that fight with that guy involved. Have you ever heard that? I mean, do you understand how crazy that is for Donald Trump to call the president of Mexico and say, hold on, we heard you got we heard somebody's putting on a boxing match over there. We got to let you know who it is that's organizing the boxing match. This dude is such a criminal. That we have to warn you that more than likely there's a bunch of other shit going on behind that fight. And you have to be careful. The dude, Tyson Fury's manager, made the fight an international incident just by his ass being involved. What kind of scumbag works underneath those conditions? That's a scumbag, man. That is a high-level scumbag. Straight up, dude. Ain't nothing redeeming about Tyson Fury, man. And all this shit is coming out and keeps coming out. And watch this shit. Give it a month. Give it 2 months. Some other shit's gonna pop off. All why these dudes over there in the UK are trying to sell this guy as, I think we deserve $1 trillion for a fight. Dude, where the fuck you gonna get $1 trillion for a fight? And let's talk about the fact that they're paying dudes going to Saudi Arabia to fight for $100 million each in Saudi Arabia. They're not getting that money from selling tickets. They're not getting that money for selling tickets. Dog, seriously, man. I really do love boxing. I really do enjoy the sport. And I would love for the sport to continue. He said, Fanon, you're not being accepting of white's lifestyle. Oh, I am. I'm perfectly, I don't care. She suck a dick up till you hiccup. Shit, that don't matter. That don't matter to me. Knock yourself out, homie. I got cousins that are gay. Shit, I got family members that like same sex. I don't have nothing against you. But dude, don't be laughing at Dillian White for being, dude. That's why Dillian White was probably like, ooh, look at Deontay's ass. That motherfucker was focused on that. Ooh. And fuck out of here, man. That Dillian White shit. And Dillian White cheating too. Whole fucking UK. Dude, Dazn Connie said his dick don't work with all the steroids. Look, man, let's go through this shit, dude. Let's go through this UK heavyweight thing. Tyson Fury is tested positive for performance-enhancing drugs. Cheating. We already went through Tyson Fury. Ridiculous. Dillian White got suspended for 2 years earlier in his career, and then he got busted again for getting it. He got busted going into the fight with Oscar Rivas under the influence of performance-enhancing drugs, and they still let him fight. You got the WBC. You got, who was it, USADA, somebody allowing a woman to say, oh, I tested positive because I swallowed. Excuse me, ma'am, what's your excuse again? Oh, I swallowed. You want me to excuse you for testing positive because you swallowed? You know that has testosterone in it, right? You know that's like laden with testosterone, right? So, you know, it's going to go into your system if you will have a level of testosterone if you do that. So, but you knew that. Have you ever, and here, let me ask the question. Have you ever fought him? How long have you been with your boyfriend? How long, did you just meet this dude or did you just start swallowing? Which one happened? Which one? Okay. Did you ever have another boyfriend? You know what I'm saying? Like, what kind of sense does that make? That's literally what they let this chick off for. Because she swallowed. It's in the hamburger meat. That's Canelo Alvarez. He tested positive because it's in the hamburger meat. Dillian White, they just didn't even give a fuck. They just said he tested positive and we don't care. He tested positive and we don't care. Like, what the fuck excuse is that? They wouldn't take that. Dude, they wouldn't fucking take that shit to miss your homework. Like, that's the dog ate my homework type of bullshit, dude. Oh, man, Justin August, much love in that super chat, man. He said more like Lillian White. Oh, dude, that's a boyfriend. Just straight up, that's a boyfriend. That is a boyfriend. There's no foreseeable way that I would ever have another man take my name. He's my son. My son is the only one getting my name. You know what I'm saying? And he didn't take my name. He was born with it. Only way that would happen is if maybe me and his mother weren't married, at the time, and she didn't give him the name. And then eventually he was like, no, I want my dad's name. I want my dad's name. Change my name to International Boxing. And that's the only way that I can see a man taking my name that was not, you know what I mean? That wasn't born with that name. What kind of craziness is that, man? Man, much love. Anthony Bolton said White always had a crush on Wilder. Much love in that super chat. And here's the thing too, dog. Look, man, dude, I got a boy. Dude, that dude used to dance like this shit all the time. Like MC Hammer. Dude, what the fuck do you think MC Hammer was doing? And MC Hammer was doing the same fucking dance, except for he turned around and he was moving side to side. But it was just, all that shit is the same fucking MC Hammer dance, dude. Dudes have been dancing and moving their hips forever, dog. So for y'all to act funny like a dude can't, you just was attracted to him. That's what it was. You was just attracted to the dude, man, and it put you off a little bit or something. But on the real, exactly, change his name to International Boxing. That's man, please. Dude, there is a guy that took my channel name though and like made something very similar to it. I thought that was white as Jamaican. Has he seen how they dance? Exactly. Dude, there are men that dance using their hips. Okay? They do that. And there are male strippers that do that shit. You're right. Junior said Junior International Boxing. Oh, hell no, dog. Hell no. They felt weird. Dude, because first of all, as soon as I saw him shaking his ass, I was like, okay, he's shaking his ass. Like, I don't want to see that shit. You know what I mean? Like, turn the channel or whatever, turn the camera or something. But dude, give me a fucking break, dude. Them Chippendale dancers, that's what they do to women, dog. I don't know if you niggas have ever gotten any coochie in your life, but there are men that make livings doing that to women, to getting up next to them and shaking their Johnson. Every time woman get married, what do you think they doing, dog? You ever heard of a bachelor party, dude? You ever heard of a bachelor party? A bachelorette party? Well, if you didn't know and you're married and there was a bachelorette party, some dude was doing that shit right in front of your wife, shaking everything God gave him right in their face. And guess what? They like it. Okay? They like it. So I'm like, dude, what are you just trying to look for some shit, huh? You just trying to look for some shit to get on to do, right? Hey, get the fuck up out of here, man. As many as these rappers got their pants hanging all the way past their knees with multicolored hair, and I would be shocked if they didn't have fingernails. I would be shocked if they didn't have like light gloss on their fingernails and all that. Mighty Law said dick swinging in their face. Yeah, man, them chicks do that, man. Get the fuck out of here, dude. The Chippendale shit. They will do that shit, and women like it. And if I could do the shit, I'd do it too. I wish I was built like that. My ass be running around. Please, hey baby, come on over here. Let me shake it for you. Let me shake it for you, man. Please, y'all just really reaching on that, dog. He said that Shy Time coming all out you. Hey man, it is what it is. He was bullshitting and having fun with his family. Exactly, his family is there, dude. He ain't got no dude. It's not like, guess what? There was some dudes named Wilder there, Marcellus Wilder, and that's his actual brother. Okay, that's the only dude that took his name. Man, get the fuck up out of here, man. Y'all have no problems with Anthony Joshua, who, by the way, I am more in support of these days than I was before. I appreciate his fist. I appreciate what he said. Hey man, he got a clean slate with me. I'll put it that way. AJ got a clean slate with me. But dog, y'all didn't say nothing when AJ was driving around in a golf cart with a bunch of monkeys. With a bunch of apes in dresses. Y'all had no problem with that shit whatsoever. But a dude is with his girl, is with his fiance and his kids and his family. Probably, who knows, man, the dude might, I don't know if Deontay Wilder drinks or if they, what type of release he gets outside of the boxing world. I have no clue. Shit, he might have ate an edible or something. He might have had some edibles in his system or something. I doubt that he smokes. I hope he don't smoke, like literally smoke. But dog, he might have had a vape pen or something, dog. Just having some fun. Or the jacuzzi said, no, now I have an image of Fanon working. Oh, dog, no, you don't. Trust me, dog. My back don't even work like that, dog. I can't do that shit. I ain't that confident. Dog, ain't no way, dog. Ain't no way, man. I would do that. But I know my boy, his name was Al. When I was in college, this dude used to get all the girls, dude. But what he would do is he would dance, dog. He would do the whole shit where he would shake, he would like grind his hips back and forth, like that little, like the whole, just instead of like flipping it like this, he just roll it around. Man, them girls be like, ow. Man, get the fuck out of here, dude. Yeah, y'all just whack, man. Stop hating on that man. Especially when y'all don't say nothing about any of this other stuff. You know what I mean? You don't say anything about any of this other stuff, dog. Just, I can't do it. Drake's Finer said, that's a fact. Women love it, but they have no problem when AJ is sitting in a cup of this. You talking about the jacuzzi? Now that's not feasible for me. Now that is not feasible. Me and you niggas are not getting into a motherfucking cap. You say you capping niggas was twerking for the Kunta, big bro. Oh, dog, for the Coochie thing. And I wasn't. They were. She, dude, we used to twirl, man. We would spin, do that shit. Please, and step shows, all that shit. Yeah, I couldn't do it because I can't dance. I wasn't blessed with the rhythm, but hell yeah, them dudes used to do that shit. They be twirling, they twirl, and you know, while you twirl, they come between their legs or whatever, and eventually do all kind of nasty shit. Do all kind of nasty shit back in the day. But I just never had the dexterity for that, dog. I'm like, them motherfuckers was really good at that shit. Said, oh my God, check your Twitter box. Okay, hold on one second. I'll check it. Hold on one second. Hold on, man. I get it. Hold on. I have a hard time getting messages. There you go. What? Hold on. Somebody. Hold on. I'm gonna look. That's a big ass dude, bro. Oh, who? Oh, Devin Haney. All right, I have to look at the rest of that. I have to. You got me in the middle of the chat looking at that, man. I have to go back a little bit later. Yeah. He said, "Don't lie for 9. You tried it. I did try it. I just never could do it, dude. I can't do it. I just don't have that rhythm, man. I don't have it. I've never had that. I've never been able to do that shit. And I got it. Hey, much love in that super chat, Terrence Bailey Senior, dude. I'm gonna check that out for sure. But I'll tell you what I do have the ability to do that I would never exercise. I wouldn't get in the hot tub with 4 dudes. I would not do it. You can say what it is, dog, but I'm not going to do it, man. You just, first of all, dude, being in that close proximity to that many dudes with very little clothes on, to me, I would just rather go take a shower or some shit. You know what I mean? Like, I'll take a shower, maybe, I couldn't do it. I wouldn't want to do that. I'm not going to, and if you guys want to do it, knock yourself out. But me and other men, I like to keep a space. You know what I mean? I like to keep a nice, at least an arm's distance space. I never even like when guys whoever had a dude friend is too touchy-feely, like they want to put their hands on your shoulder, they want to talk to you with your arm around you. Dude, anytime somebody did that shit to me, I was just like, I pushed the hands up and I just moved, dude. I don't want to be touched like that, dog. Like, that's not me. So no, I cannot get into no hot tub with no dudes. And on top of it, dog, you know how water works? Like, do you know how water works and what happens with bodily fluids and shit in water? Like, you have, like, that shit leaves your body and starts floating around, dog. And now you're just hands are all, man, hell no. Hell no. He said, I can't twerk, but I love dancing. I love to dance now. I'm just not very, I'll do like the shit on rhythm. Like, I'm a head bobber. Like, I can do that. That's about it. You know what I mean? That's me. That's me, the party. That's about as complicated as it's going to get, man. Devin took his challenge. Oh, man, that dude ain't. That big muscular dude said he wants. Oh, man, dude, Devin whoop his ass, man. Like, Devin said, I'll take it. Yeah, I'll do it. Exactly. Yeah, yes, Fanon. Stay arm's length, dude. Arm's length is what you need. Like, anything closer than that, dude, like in basketball, only other time, like if you're playing basketball or something like that, then that's the time where you have some type of physical contact, like playing a sport. You know what I mean? But even then, you know what I mean? You ain't gonna nigga laying on top of you, you're gonna fight. You know what I mean? Too much of that, you're gonna fight. But my buddy went to Florida A&M, down Florida guys be popping behind girls, coochie popping. That was 93. Yeah, dude, it's the act of sex. You know what I mean? It's a hip coming backwards and forwards. And women like to look at men's behinds. And he likes chicks. So he gave a chick what she wanted. But dog, y'all don't just stop, dog, with trying to get on Deontay Wilder about that. That's just you looking for any and everything that you possibly could find on a dude to chastise him, to emasculate him. Crazy. Ooh, do. Let me go back. These jock cheese and floating around your toes. Strong Will said they jock cheese is floating around your toes. Dog, yeah, dog, no, man. Hell no. I mean, but like my daughter would be like, Dad, why are you like that? Why are you like that? My son understands. My son be like, dude, that's hey, man, I ain't gotta be you can say what you need to say without touching me. Okay, get your ass up over there, man. Said Devin and say he'll get it. Yeah, he'll give him that work. But that big steroided ass cop, that big ass dude on steroids, man, please. Niggas in the 90s did that big time, had all the hoes too. Yeah, dude, they used to do that shit like I gotta say, man, them women like that shit, dude. Women like that. But y'all just, but they would like that from Deontay Wilder because he's not fucking fat. Okay? Let's just be straight. He's not fat. So he can get away with that shit, Dillian. Okay? Oh, dog. He gave a chick a lap dance, homie. He gave a chick a lap dance. That's all that was, man. He said, I'm just like that. To give me 50 feet, I'm cool. But with you, I don't play the game. So I'm just like that too, man. Give me 50 feet, I'm cool. Give me 50 feet, I'm cool with you, but I don't play that game. Yeah, man, I don't like all that. I don't like all that up on top of me stuff, man. But yeah, man, that's just another way to try to get Deontay Wilder for that, man. Come on, man. The Alabama speech, like these fools try to get on Deontay Wilder for not marching. Like the man ain't had nothing, and I have not seen Deontay. I saw Deontay Wilder doing that shit when it wasn't cool. To this day, y'all treated him like he was a fucking joke for saying that, man. Treated him like he was a joke for that. Tell me, all I know is how to throw that, how to throw the D. Hey, man, that's about the limit. I know how to do a couple more things now. I know how to do a couple more things. Okay. You got to have a repertoire. You got to have a repertoire, dog. You got to have a repertoire. Okay. And I ain't ashamed, dog. I make sure, hey, this is going to work one way or the other, is my take. Rude boy, nah, promote no nasty man, dim, for dead. Then what? Rude boy, nah, promote no nasty men, dim, for dead. Is that like some patois shit saying that you don't promote no what? I don't get it, man. You have to put that shit in you got to put that shit in standard English, homie. All I know, yeah, say they looking hard for a gotcha moment. Well, dude, I got a gotcha moment for Tyson Fury. Gotcha. Got you with Daniel Kinahan. Got you. Black Samurai said, what? Oh, I'll explain it. Oh, let me make sure I explain what I meant so y'all don't think anything's crazy. I will eat the coochie, homie. I will make that shit right. So, you know what I mean? You gotta have some flexibility to your game, dog. You know what I mean? You gotta have some flexibility to your game. But twerking just ain't in my realm, homie. But I aim to please with chicks, man. That's ain't no shame in that. So I realized that, dang, I got to tell you what I actually meant by that. Some people might not have caught that, because you just can't. I mean, eventually, dog, they get used to it. Exactly. Head busting. Before you stick 305, before you stick it, dog. Yeah, because eventually they're going to get used to you. It's just what it is. You know what I mean? They're going to get used to you. You can be a killer. And eventually, about 20, 30 times in, they will be adapted to you, homie. They will be adapted to you. That's like when all these dudes be talking about how they be like, How they literally breaking chicks back? Nah, dog. All that shit moves to the side, homie. It don't work like that. Okay. If they can get a baby out, they can handle you. So eventually, dog, eventually, you're gonna have to get some tricks in your tree. You're gonna have to get some tricks up you're gonna have to get some tricks up your sleeve if you want to make that continually work, man. You know what I mean? Then MN full of shyness. What I'm like, oh man, Juniper B, much love in that super chat. He said, "Where are fireworks, Dill? How come you don't dance for me anymore?" Dean White, D-ball at home, film studying to save his marriage. Yeah, I think that is, dude. They're gonna come out. They're gonna come out. Eventually, he's gonna come out and admit that that's his husband, dog. DOG215 said, "Ain't Dillian married? Where is your Buju Banton?" Is Dillian White ain't married? I mean, he ain't married to no woman. He ain't married to no woman. Dean wakes him up in the morning. You ain't never seen that dude walking around with a wife. And I wouldn't believe it if he did. What do you mean you don't jump in the hot tub? Thought you back off Top Cat and Big 78 kick Bab. What? What do you mean you don't jump in the hot tub? Thought you black FF Top Cat in Big 78 kick. I have no fucking idea what you're talking about there, dude. None. But no, I would jump in a hot tub by myself or with a woman. I ain't gonna jump in a hot tub with no dudes. For what? What can you accomplish in a hot tub with a dude that I would want to accomplish that I would not be better accomplished sitting across a table over some drinks? No, I might sit down there and go to a bar, meet my boy at a bar, and sit back and knock down a couple drinks. We can do that. I'm not saying that I'm against socializing with men. I'll socialize with another man for sure. I'm just not going to take my clothes off. I'm not going to take off 95% of my clothes and get in the water and get in some water with some bubbles, with warm bubbles with them. Why would I do that? You know what I'm saying? Why would I do that? There's nothing in it for me. Now, when I was single, would I get in there with a woman? Absolutely, I would have got in there with a woman because I know there are some things that I can accomplish in a hot tub with a woman that I can't accomplish at a bar. But there ain't shit I can accomplish that I need to, any type of communication that I have with a dude that I can't do, that I need to do in a hot tub. Like, you can get in the hot tub and you can get out the hot tub. Like, there's an off chance that it's big enough, right, that you can sit on that side and I can sit on that side, theoretically. But why? You know what I'm saying? Like, really, like, why? What justification do you have for that? That's like you asking somebody, dude, you're okay. I don't need to be in a crack den in the middle of the night, okay, in order to have a conversation with a friend. All right. If I'm going to a crack den, that's because I'm there to smoke crack. Okay. Or I'm there to pull somebody up out of there and hopefully take them to the hospital and work on whatever. Right. But I'm not just going to be there. If you see somebody in there, they're in there to smoke crack. Okay. I see a bunch of men in a hot tub together. I think that they're there in order to be close to one another while they're wet. That's just logical to me. Said Fanon, don't explain yourself to that weirdo. Oh, I'm having fun. I just don't understand. He said, I got 1D per fantasy rule. And mine is the one in it. That's it. Just one. Said, what about getting into the hot tub with your homie and 2 or more females? No, probably not. Probably not. Maybe though. I mean, I'll put it this way. There's a better chance of that. There's a better chance of that. Yeah. Better. There's a better chance. There's a better chance of that. But there's not the biggest chance in the world of it. There's not the biggest chance of that. No. In a pool, yeah, I get in the pool, like a big ass pool, I get in the pool. But I don't know, man. I mean, it's just maybe I'm just, Maybe something's wrong with me, man. I understand. Maybe it's my shortcoming, dude. You know, maybe I just need to accept. No, I don't. I don't need to accept. I'm not doing that shit. Anyway, that's enough of that. He said, ain't no sausage parties in the 305, dog. There ain't none over here, dude. No, sir. Said, no, no hot tops, homie. Black Samaritan said, nah, you just normal. Yeah, man, just, like, I don't, nah, man. Like, I'm in them fraternity, dude. Like, there's some noobs here. I don't go, we have something called the conclave, okay? And the conclave happens, I think it happens every year. That's how bad I am with being an alumni, right? But we have something called the conclave, where it's a national conference for all the members of my fraternity to come, you know, to come and meet and have meetings and hang out. People have been trying to convince me for 30 years why I should go to a city full of men. Like, it, to me, it just doesn't make sense. Like, why? What are we going to go do? Oh, we're going to go to meetings. We're going to go to meetings. He said fraternity be doing some suspect-ish. Oh, yeah, they do. Nowadays, they do. Yeah, they do. But, you know, that's everyone in college, man. It's because, you know, thank you to Black Samurai was good. Yeah, like, it's tough on me doing that, dog. Like, real tough on me doing that, going to. For what? Like, cause so we can drink and hang out? He said no ping pong games with dudes in short. Nah, man, I just think that men need to have a nice, safe space between themselves. And I also think, I said, Black Samurai said, I feel you. You do this really hard, man, for me. And people always ask me, are you going to go? Are you going to go? You're going to go? And my answer is always, maybe next year. Maybe next year. Because I'm waiting to see, like, if we're going to have them at the same time as the AKAs, then I could be like, okay, I might go. Because there's the whole AKA, like the AKAs are, you know, going to the same parties. Like, I just don't get it, man. Oh, it's Anthony Jones. I got blocked. You know I'm family. Yeah, I was not hopping in on no hot tub with 6 dudes now. Now one of my day, a couple, oh, yeah. Oh, with a couple chicks, yeah. Couple breezes, yeah. No doubt, dude. What's going on, Leonardo Sarmiento? What's good, man? Oh, he said, hey, Kilimanjaro International Boxing and Reggae. Man, he says social distance. Yes, sir. You got social distance, man. But anyway, man, back, I want to talk about the other thing. What was the other part? Oh, yeah. Did you hear Eddie Hearn? Did you hear about Eddie Hearn? Eddie Hearn, dude. Eddie Hearn is finally coming to the conclusion. Or, you know what? Things must be really bad. That's probably the better way to say it. Things must be really bad over at Dazn for him to say that he's got to get tough on fighters and you got to get tough on managers. Because he said, you know, if you're not putting butts in the seat, then, hey, man, you know, we can't pay you the money that we were paying you before. Oh, man, much love in the super chat. Hold on, man. Let me, did I miss it? I'm late. Okay, Matthew Valentine, my bad, man. I'm missing a couple super chats. Much love, Matthew. Oh, he said, I'm late. Why was Porter canceled? Oh, because Fox canceled all shoulder programming for the fights that are coming up. So they canceled they canceled Inside the PBC. The show, you know, the show that was Shawn Porter's show. So now Shawn Porter has got to fight somebody because he can't sit up there because he ain't gonna be on TV giving his because his after boxing career just took a big hit. So that salary is gone. I don't know how much they were paying him, but I'm sure they're paying him, you know, a nice amount of money. But that's gone. And in order for him to stay relevant and keep his name out there, he's gonna have to actually do it by fighting somebody, dude. You know, because the speaking engagement's over. And he's in a late portion of his career, right? The late portion of his career. And I know that that's what he wants to do full time. I'm sure that's where he wants to go and what he wants to do full time. But that's a no-go as of right now, homie. That's a no-go as of right now. And when they come back, there ain't no guarantee that he's going to be on there. No guarantee that he's going to be on there. Because by that time, shoot, some other fighters that can speak just as well will be competing for that same job. So yeah, that's pretty much that's what happened. And my man, time to Annie up. Much love in that. He says, salute Fanon. What is understand? What is understood needs no explanation. Thank you, sir. One love in this mug, man. 100 to you. Yeah, man. But he said, always watching your show. Thank you, Armando. I appreciate that, man. Hey, I really do appreciate the support, man. Because, you know, sometimes, man, because I did a video today. What's this nigga saying? I have no dude. You know what, Paulo? Paulo, is that Paulo or Paulo? Yes, Paulo. Paulo. We're gonna have to time you out for being a smart ass. Don't be coming up here speaking Spanish, knowing damn well I don't speak no Spanish. Putting shit out there. Time out, dog. I hope it was nice what you said, but if it wasn't, I'm timing you out just in case. You coming up in here with that, man. Don't be getting slick. Don't be getting slick. Please debate Showbiz the who about no. Fuck him. What is there to debate? There ain't no fucking debate. What's the debate? Then let me tell you how this debate would end. He got suspended for 2 years for performance enhancing drugs. Debate over. What's the debate? What's the debate? That's like debating me about whether the sun is hot. If you tell me a dude that was suspended for 2 years for 2 years for cheating is not a fucking cheat, you're a fucking moron. What the fuck is that? I mean, for real. Debate over. That's like you you're gonna debate me about whether or not you want me to debate somebody about whether or not Joe Biden is the Democratic nominee? He's the Democratic nominee. Look on the internet. If you want to know whether or not he's a cheater, go see if he's ever been caught cheating. Right? Am I missing something? Hey, for real? Am I missing something? I'm all the people that don't like me, because some of y'all are out there don't like me for shit. What am I missing here? If somebody gets a point taken away in a fight with Deontay Wilder for neck wrenching and rabbit punching, and the referee says 1 point, 1 point, 1 point, he cheated. That's why he got a point deducted for cheating. It's there. 2, the same guy that got points deducted for cheating got suspended for 2 years for cheating. Debunk that. Debunk it. He's got a mafia boss as his manager. He's got a mafia boss as his manager. His manager is a heroin dealer, an ecstasy dealer, a money launderer, and a weapons trafficker. His manager. Did I miss something? How could you possibly say he's not a cheater? I could prove that if it was Manny Pacquiao, and I say, oh, Manny Pacquiao's a cheater, then you could say, well, when did he get caught cheating? And I could say he's never been caught cheating. Well, then how do you know? Then how do you know he's a cheater? Then I will lose that debate, because I would say I don't know. I don't know of him ever being caught cheating. I've never seen him cheat. I just think he cheats because of how much stronger he got as he moved up weight classes. Then you could be like, dude, come on, man. You ain't got no proof of that. And I could be like, you're right. I don't have any proof of that. So I would then lose that. I would lose that argument, right? Dumbasses. I would lose that argument, right? Right? Yes. I would lose that argument. Well, so would your stupid asses if you debate me about whether Tyson Fury is a cheater or not, when I can show you a 2-year suspension for performance-enhancing drugs. I can show you where he had a glove taken off his fucking hand in a fight that he walked into the glove. He walked into a fight with his thumb disconnected and loose, and the referee took the glove off his hand. That's cheating. And then he got points taken away for wrenching Deontay Wilder's neck and rabbit punching. That's cheating too. That's why they took the points away. There's no debate. There's no debate. And let me be very clear. I only debate my equals. Everybody else I teach. Everybody else I teach. You better get a fucking grown-up a real grown-up to debate me. Fucking kidding me? That's a fucking joke. That's a fucking joke. I ain't gotta buck my fucking eyes to make the shit out and make a fucking joke about it either. Fuck out of here with that shit, man. Underground aside, hey, much love in that super chat, man. To my man, question. Much love in that super chat. Underground Asylum says, salute. No matter how much factual information you put out, they will always take the glass half empty approach, even though it's already overflowing facts are facts. Look, dude, they're fucking coons, is what they're doing. They're bootlicking coons that are saying that shit so they can have European Americans tune into their channel, because with no fucking self-respecting black person listen to that dumb shit. Just like monkey ass fucking Ishe Smith saying there ain't no fucking cheating in boxing, but now you got a heroin dealer as his manager and an arms dealer trying to make a fight over there in Saudi Arabia. And if the shit wasn't that serious, then why is the government of Ireland contacting the United Arab Emirates and telling them to stop that fight? And then why did Sky Sports back away from it? BT back away from it, and the WBC of all people backed way the fuck off of it and said, there ain't no Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua fight about to happen. We're enforcing the mandatory for Dillian White. What would make the WBC step away from $100 million? Do you know how much money that is for the fucking WBC? If the purses are $300 million, they get 10%. They get a percentage of the purse. You think they're just going to give that fucking money away and say they're not going to do it for no reason? Dude, this is for, I ain't got to tell you I'm an adult. Okay? Being a fucking adult by fucking showing you are one and be fucking honest. Stop fucking bucking your fucking eyes and doing all that bullshit. Fucking Jerry curl wigs and shit like that. It's a fucking embarrassment. Dude, don't get me started, dude. Don't get me started on that shit, man. People work hard not to fucking be considered a clown. People work hard to be treated with respect. Carry yourself with some fucking respect. Fucking gamesmanship and bullshit. Come on, man. Don't ever bring up coonery to me, man. I could have 100,000 subscribers easy if I was a bootlick. Believe it. Believe it. Would have been over 100,000 a long time ago if I was a bootlick. Because I work very fucking hard at this shit. I work very hard. I'm very consistent. But my problem is, the reason why I don't have 1,300, 300,000 subscribers is because I ain't going to bootlick and I ain't going to fucking lie to you. I'm not going to sell their bullshit to you. I'll be cool right where I am. But dog, I walk down the street as a black man every fucking day, dude, and I can't fucking stand all these motherfuckers clowning and fucking joking. What's fucking funny? What's funny? What is funny about boxing? What's funny? What's the fucking joke? We're saying that this dude tried to kill Deontay Wilder. Let's just get straight to the fucking chase what they're saying. They're saying that a dude tried to kill Deontay Wilder in the ring so that he could get a belt. And you want to do all kind of fucking stupid shit, making ridiculous fucking debunk videos based on what? Muhammad Ali having his hand like this in the Sonny Liston in a fight with Larry Holmes when he had Parkinson's disease and couldn't lay a glove on him? Yeah, man, ain't no need. I mean, I'm not mentioning dudes by name, dude. I'm not. Yeah, you don't need to mention nobody's name, but dog, don't bring names up to me. Don't bring names up because this is serious. We take boxing serious over here. I take life seriously. I will joke with you, but I take life seriously. And you trying to tear down a black dude that is struggled so fucking hard to even get his name recognized. And you are just going to kick the motherfucker while he's down so you can get some fucking likes and shit from... And you ain't even making no money. You're not even making no money. Like, if you're going to fucking be a bootlick, make some fucking money bootlicking. At least fucking Stephen A. Smith and them motherfuckers really making money for the bootlicking that they doing. You motherfuckers are bootlicking for free. You'd be better off going to mow somebody's fucking lawn and bootlicking from them. Bootlick them while they pay you $30 to mow their fucking lawn. No, man, I don't like clowns. I don't like clowns, man. I don't like clowns. It shit ain't nothing that happens to black people is a fucking joke. Okay? And here's something else. If a black man in boxing says that he was cheated, take the shit seriously. Take it seriously. Act as if there's a potential, a possibility that it could have happened, because if you do not, then they are that much more emboldened to continue to do it. We sit and read about boxing, reading about the history of boxing, for how guys' entire careers were wasted away off of this type of shit. And you motherfuckers are making jokes about it. If you're going to buck dance, get paid. Because then maybe you can, while in the midst of you doing your tap shoe act, you can at least get some money, and maybe you can slip that to somebody that might be trying to do some good. You know what I mean? Smooth Will said, Fanon, I'm so disappointed that Wilder gave all those anti-LDBC haters ammunition now to really go after him by... Man, fuck that bullshit. Dude, what the fuck are you... Dude, what the fuck are you talking about? Do you think they need some shit to go after him, to go after Deontay Wilder? Do you think what ammunition do they need? They make the shit up as they go. Deontay Wilder had a fight with Luis Ortiz, and these idiots they literally said he sold 1,200 pay-per-views. Not 12,000, not 120,000, not 20,000. 1,200 people. He is saying these fools said that more people watch my videos than paid for Deontay Wilder to fight Luis Ortiz. Dog, and Smooth Will, much respect. But dude, you can't look, man, and I'm not gonna focus on you. You have to take when you know someone is a liar, you take what they say with a grain of salt. Everything they say with a grain of salt. Everything. Not just the thing that they said. You don't get to lie today and be trusted tomorrow. It's not lie today. Oh, well, I was just lying yesterday, but now I'm telling the truth. Okay? Not only does Tyson Fury have a long track record of cheating, so does Bob Arum. Bob Arum admitted bribing an IBF, the president of the IBF, to get his fighters ranked higher. He admitted it in court. Bob Arum bribed the president of the IBF to get his fighters' rankings. If Bob Arum is willing to bribe the IBF in order to get somebody ranked, why would he be hesitant to look this way when somebody is cheating? Bob Arum had Antonio Margarito fighting for him. Antonio Margarito was the guy that Bob Arum was pushing heavy. And Bob Arum put Antonio Margarito in the ring with Miguel Cotto with loaded gloves and damn near killed him. Bob Arum did that. So what is this dumb shit about cheating doesn't happen in boxing? What is that bullshit? That there's no cheating in boxing? Ishe Smith? No cheating. There's no way you can cheat in Vegas. You fucking kidding me? But Arum talked about knowing about fixed fights. Yes, dude, boxing has had fixed fights for as long as there have been fights. There have been fights that have been fixed. You have Sam Langford had many fixed fights. Many fixed fights. Many of his losses were fixed fights. Many of the fights that he had that could have went the distance, that went the distance and he won, were fixed fights. And this is how they were fixed. He carried them all the way to the end. And sometimes he got a draw, and sometimes he would get a win, but it was against a guy that he could have knocked out in the second round. But he couldn't knock him out, because if he knocked him out, then the next guy wouldn't fight him. The next guy wouldn't fight him. So he had to dumb his performances down. He had to look less intimidating. He had to hold back and carry fighters so that the next week or the next month, he'd be able to get a payday, because otherwise nobody was going to fight him. And even then they ducked him. You have an entire decade of an entire what? From the time of Jack Johnson all the way to Joe Louis, where you have an entire fixed heavyweight division. They fixed the whole division because they all got together and said that they weren't going to fight black fighters. You can't tell that's fixing the whole division. You have no idea who the best heavyweight was in the 1930s or the 1940s. You have no clue. Until Joe Louis showed up. And even then you don't know for sure, because there might have been somebody that could have beat him that they wouldn't let fight him, that they wouldn't even let him fight. Man, you guys just stop, man, with this corny shit, man. Dude, there's a bunch of fixed fights, man. And for you guys to act like don't nobody cheat in boxing is just fucking ridiculous, because the next day, these same morons, now this is how you know these dudes is morons. What would they go back and look what they said about Andre Ward? The same people that tell you cheating is impossible in boxing called for Andre Ward to be stripped of his belt for excessive low blows against Sergey Kovalev. Don't you find it interesting how these guys almost always find a way to root against the black guy? Like, what's the odds of that, man? Like, what's the odds of black people always being wrong? Always. And you can't say that I do that about black people in favor, because I dog out Dillian White damn near for a living, okay? I'm a fan of Terrence Crawford, and I get on Terrence Crawford. But man, please, man. These dudes are just cowards, man. And they don't even fucking believe it. They're like the black people that say racism doesn't exist. You're just a liar. You just are lying. You're not, it's not that you don't understand or I see the world different. No, you're a coward and you're lying. Because you know that there's going to be a bunch of people that are going to hear what you have to say, and there's going to be a bunch of people that don't like it. And you care more about the people. You care more about those people. Care more about those people being mad at you than you care about yourself telling the truth and what black people think about you. Otherwise, why the fuck would what's that dude's name? Big fat dude. What's Big Fat Boy's name? Just got fired because they didn't have no more, because Coons went out of style because of the protests. You know, they were like, oh, we got to drop with Jason Whitlock. Nope, we got a riot coming. We can't have Jason Whitlock out here saying stupid shit on our channel. So we're just gonna get rid of you ahead of time. You know what I mean? Because you don't want to be called a racist. Because y'all don't want to be called a racist. They buck you by calling you a racist. And you want to go out of your way to make sure I don't ever want them to call me no racist. I don't ever want them to call me no racist. So let me not say nothing. Because hey, they ain't gonna call me no racist. I'm just gonna sit right here and listen to all this shit, and I'm gonna defend them. And hey, I'm gonna be the one around, because at the end of the day, they the ones that are gonna win. They the ones that are more important. They the ones with the money, not you niggas. Come on, man. I'm sorry, man. Please don't ever do that to me again, whoever did that shit. Like, I know, no, man. Nah, man. I used to have, because I started off, dude, you know the fights I started off covering? I started off my channel covering lower weight classes. I started off my channel covering guys like Mark Magsayo, guys like Ioka, guys down there at 105, Midlothian. I was covering all those type of fighters because I was like, you know, there really isn't a lot of people that talk about the smaller weight classes. Like, a lot of the talk really is about the welterweights, the middleweights, the heavyweights. And I was like, you know what? I really do love watching these little guys fight. So I started doing videos about the little guys fighting, right? So I started getting subscribers. I got, started getting subscribers and all that. And I was like, good. You know, stuff was going. We were all cool, right? Having good conversations. And then I said, you know what, man? I want to talk about, I think what I started talking about Errol Spence. Like, I think that's the first guy that when I left my mode of just doing the little guys, I started covering Errol Spence. And from that on, dude, I'm telling you, there are none of my original subscribers are around. Very few of my original subscribers are around. Because I refused, because I would not push that line. Because I wouldn't push that line. Terry Crews is just, man, Terry Crews is man, dude, he's dog, and he got in his wife is ugly, okay? You know something wrong with him because he married this black chick that looked like, damn, you can't hardly tell she black, but she's still ugly, and she's ugly like Fred Sanford said, gorilla cookies. You know what I mean? Like, you could just stick her face in dough and make gorilla cookies. That's what his fucking wife looked like, dog. Like, you can't tell me you thought that chick was attractive other than the fact that she's bleached out. You know what I mean? Other than the fact she's bleached out, dog, she is not easy on the eyes, homie, at all. But yet man, please, get the fuck out of here. Anyway, man, I'm sorry. He said, I'm still rocking with you from those no video days. Yeah, when I wouldn't show my face. I started showing my face because I was like, look, man, man. Oh, he said Terry Crews' wife is a beard. I mean, dude, dude's not a very bright guy, man. You know what I mean? He's not a terribly bright guy, man. Not a terribly bright guy to start off with. So, you know, off the jump, I have a hard time listening to him because he's just not very bright. You know what I mean? And neither are these motherfuckers with these YouTube pages. Dude, you're not that smart. Like, you're not that smart. You are like fucking average. Your intellect is like straight up average. Like, nothing exceptional about that shit. If you were in the fucking analytical Olympics, dog, you ain't making it out the first round, homie. Your shit's just not very smart. Like, just not very intellectually talented, right? You just shit don't cook for you, man. It don't click for you. Clearly, it's either it don't click for you or you just are fucking flat out stupid. It's either don't click for you or you're stupid. Like, all the stuff, like the Patreon, like, yeah, the Patreon's fire. Because, dude, like, look, man, you listen to all these people All these people tell you about racism, right? Like, and this is, I'm going to make this point because this is what I'm on the Patreon. And I'm getting, it's, dude, you don't overcomplicate shit. The problem that black people have is that black people are black. It's not any more complicated than that, man. That's the problem. It's not what we do and how hard we work or how hard we don't work. None of that shit matters because all you're going to do, if you work hard, good. You're going to work hard. You're going to make money. You're going to be comfortable. You'll be a little more comfortable. But at the same time, dude, you still, absolutely positively still going to be in the same fucking situation you were in before. Because if you walk down the street, you have to constantly deal with the fact that you always overcome their preconceived notions about you. And the preconceived notions come because you have color in your skin. Period. That's it. It's not fucking complicated. That's what it is. And unless you start with that right there, everything else you're talking about, you're full of shit. If you don't start right there, then everything else you say, you're full of shit. So let me ask you, sir, with the big buck eyes, what is the problem with black people in America? Why do we go through the problems that we go through? If you start talking to me about economics, if you start talking to me about hard work, if you start talking to me about any of that shit, right off the bat, I think you're a fucking idiot, or you're a liar, or you're a coward. But you got to be one of them. You got to be one of them because black kids have had that problem from the moment they're born, and they have no clue. They have that problem before they even have the ability to get a job. They got that. You get that problem when you get the job. You got the problem when you are sitting in your very wealthy house and all that shit, and you're living big and all. Dude, there ain't no difference between your kid and the kid on the south side of Chicago. Only thing is their location. But the minute he takes his ass over there, ain't no difference between him and anybody else over there. No, man, big black samurai, I just think they're liars. I just think they're liars and they're chicken shits. Because it's much easier to blame somebody that can't do anything to you than to put the blame on the person that's harming you. You're no different than a woman that got raped that's blaming herself and looking at her husband that beat the shit out of her every day and wondering, well, if I just cooked my food a little quicker, it's not his fault. It's not his fault. I made him mad. It was my fault. I shouldn't have yelled at him. I should have had his food on the table. I should have had his food on the table when he got home. That's the same logic these people use. Did they snatch up, let me get this right, snatch up a bunch of slaves because they didn't think they work hard. Oh, let's kidnap half a fucking continent because they didn't work hard, and we got to make sure we take them over here and we teach them to work hard by cleaning and we're going to give these monkeys a chance to clean our houses. We're going to give them a chance to learn how to read. We're going to teach them how to behave themselves. We're going to teach them to be structured. And that's the great benefit we're going to bring these people. And that is the argument that you literally hear some of these people make about how slavery was a benefit. And they will never have the nerve to say a word to the people that say that because they're scared of them, scared of what might happen to them. You know what I mean? Anyway, man, this has been fun. Much love to everybody who came by the chat. We really did try to stick to boxing for the most part. He who greets with fire, I think all of it, it's all of that, Fanon. It's just why I say white supremacy. It's all encompassing phrase to me. Let me explain what white supremacy is. It means that they are superior to you. And you have to do what they said. That's what that means. They have the right to do to you whatever they want to do to you. And you got to take it. That's what it is. And you see it and you can see it, and it doesn't matter what it is. That's the essence of it. And it's not any more complicated than that. It's in the word. You have white superiority and non-white inferiority. Because you can't be superior if there's not somebody that's inferior. Right? You can't. I can't say that I am the best boxer in the world, if I'm the most dominant boxing in the world, if everybody else is not, if I'm not able to dominate everybody else. Non-white inferiority goes hand in hand with white supremacy. That's all it is. And then it plays out in different places, in different ways. But there was a video that got sent. Now, there's somebody, my man KQKC sent me a video, right? And he said, he showed me, and I miss Focus Ball Super Chat. He told me, let me back up. B&B Boxing, much love in that Super Chat, man. I'm going to go over here so I can make sure I got my man Focus Ball. Focus Ball. Damn, where'd it go? I got a thumbs up from my man Focus Ball. Where's Focus Balls? Man, I'm trying to find this Focus Ball. Man, Focus Ball, man. Much love to Focus Ball, man, in that Super Chat, man. I'm sorry. I don't know. Yeah, it's not showing, Focus Ball. Just tell me what you said, man. That's my bad, man. But it's not showing. Oh, hey, said it's all good, no worries. I was talking about Frankie Carbo. Thanks, man. My bad. That's my mistake. Oh, you know what? That's all good, man. But look, man, I'm gonna get out of here, man. Said Fanon, do you have a PayPal link? I just asked you. Yeah, I do. I got a Cash App. I got a Cash App and a Venmo, and you can get it in the chat. We'll catch up tomorrow, Hamades, with it though, man. Much love to everybody. Thank you guys so much for your support on the channel. I gotta go because KQKC is up next. And with that, I'm out. Peace.